Hello everybody, I'm going to, in this video, draw in real time. I think that would be what it's considered. And I'm going to test out some new properties for this brush. It's my default pencil brush, I think. But what I'm going to do is redraw this old piece, which is from 2015, with this new brush, which is pretty similar to the old one, but to the old one I used in 2015, that is, but I changed it sometime after that to what I've been using lately, and I've looked through some old art from 2015 with the brush setting similar to this, and I missed it. I honestly thought it looked a little better, so I switched it up in order to match what I had going on a couple of years ago. And so I will just vocalize my process of drawing. And right now, as you can see, I am drawing hair. And the character, of course, is Ash. Ash with little horns, because I used to give them horns. And it was because they were partially a demon. And so I gave them demon qualities, which I have since kind of retracted. And I don't think I draw them with horns much anymore, if ever. Now let's see if this is... It's mostly even, which is what matters. Symmetrical is what I mean, actually. But I don't have much to say, so I might just talk about Ash. So, Ash in this is, of course, a little chibi style character, so they look like a little baby, which is funny. And I am probably going to change the outfit they're in just a little bit, not by much, as you can see from my starting of it right now. They wear chokers and collars very often, so I am of course giving them those. And I am making the collar bigger because I think it's a little cute. That's what the whole drawing looks like right now. I gotta give them a little cat mouth because I love that cat mouth so much. A little bit. And I'm gonna give them that bow. This wonky looking bow. Looks better when I fill it in. I honestly don't know what was going on right here, because it looks almost like wind is blowing, and that's the only portion of the drawing where it looks like that. So I might not actually change the outfit, because this seems a little easier to go with. Instead of making up something new, I am super indecisive with my art. And my speech, it sounds like I'm out of breath, so I am so sorry about how I may come off in this recording. I kind of am out of breath, and I don't know why. I'm gonna give them a longer body, so I might have to increase the length of the canvas. I did not mean to do that. That was my mistake. Okay, now it's longer. So I'm going to give them their little waist and hips. As you can see, when I redraw old art, I often draw over the old picture literally, rather than sketching a completely new thing, because I use the old drawing kind of as a guideline. And it might be a bad idea. Sometimes I sketch over it and then draw the new drawing, but this has been going pretty easy for me, and I personally find it pretty fun to work like this. I don't really have a sketch under this because this will be the final lines, and I know a lot of people can't work like that, so please don't take this as a tutorial, but rather just me expressing, if that's the right word, illustrating via voice my process. They look a little small. They look a little bit small. I gotta increase the size of their lower body because they're supposed to have, not only are they supposed to be slightly overweight, they just have a lot of extra fat around their midsection and lower half. But their hips are also supposed to be pretty wide. So I'm gonna edit this. Add some wrinkles. Redo other wrinkles and erase the layer under it. I'm sorry to disappoint you if you liked how it looked before. I have such heavy breathing in this and I can hear it and it's bothering me, but I'm hoping I can edit that out. And what I'm drawing now would be the little claws, because I don't think I'll give them hands in this, regular hands. I haven't actually done much explaining for my process because I think it's better for me personally to show people what I'm doing rather than explain it, because I'm not very good at explaining. I would do so many tutorials for people if only I knew how to explain my process. But I'm not very good at it. As you can tell, I just say, well, I drew the hand, rather than explaining how I drew it. So I'm so sorry if you're looking to this for help. As you can see, they have some short little arms. I'm going to draw them some eyes. And I'm going to copy paste them like I did the horns, which is kind of funny because I didn't really copy paste anything else, which I've been working on. I've been trying to copy paste less, unless it's for like a reference. I think I know why I'm breathing heavily, and I think it has to do with me developing allergies. And there's so much mucus in my throat area. I think I'm dying, so if I die in the video, don't be worried. I'll finish it. Somehow. I'm going to make this a little more even. Make the face a little more... Let's flip it. That looks a little bit. So let's move the mouth. That looks better. I gotta add eyebrows. Sounded like I was about to start crying. Which I'm not. I'm not gonna have a breakdown in a video. I certainly hope. So, there's some eyebrows. I often do the flipping for those unless the character is making a specific expression. I will merge the layers, which I just did, actually. I said I would right after I did it, so I'm a little inconsistent. And I'm going to draw the waterline for Ash. If you're not aware, the waterline is just on your eye. It's that little line for water. I try to make their eyes uneven or asymmetrical, just to add character. So I'm going to add their blush, which is both under and over the eye. They look a little sickly. I'm gonna raise the minimum density. And I think the mouth should be moved again. Let's hope that makes it look a little less bad. So there's some blush, I guess. And I'll add some to the shoulders, or what is visible of the shoulders, as well as the claws. I'm just going to use the airbrush. I used the airbrush in the original, so I may as well use it now. And since I already did this, I can just blur it. If you aren't aware, I'm using Psi 2, and Psi 2 doesn't come with a blur tool, surprisingly. It's really good with everything else, but it doesn't have a blur tool, so I made one myself by using the properties of the blur tool in Psi 1. I keep running out of breath. This is like exercise, and I hate it. I don't even know what it is, but I'm running out of breath regardless. So, I don't have too much to say. What else is in this? It's just a pink square as a background. I will add the faded scars that they have, which are super light pink, but once I add their skin color, I'll just make it white now and color their skin now. So Ash's skin tone has been changed to be a very pale pink. Or honestly, it's just I wouldn't call it stylization. I would say they have a very pinkish tone to their skin, that is. So I'm gonna separate this. And if you don't know how I color, I kind of select everything and then invert the selection, which you will see in a second. Like that. Oh, I did not mean to color this section. And as you can see, we have some white scars. White faded scars on pink skin. And I won't color in the eyes, I'll leave it pink. I can set this to multiply and make it darker so there's more contrast. And what is this? What is this? That's the water line. So I'm going to just add some highlights. I hope this was at least a little informative, when it probably wasn't. It's probably just about as informative as my usual speed paints, with no commentary on the art itself. So now I'm just going to color the claws and the shirt. Whoops. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna add some buttons to the shorts. I'll make them sailor shorts. And if you can't tell, this brush is a lot softer than the last pencil brush I had. I will be doing my chibi commissions, my sketch chibi commissions with this brush now, so they'll look softer and hopefully a little more detailed and just better in general. Because I feel like this makes it look better. So I'll use a darker pink for the background. That's the pink. And I'll add some filters. I'll add a multiply filter over the ash. And I'll just multiply. I don't want it that dark. And I will add an overlay filter probably. It's very pink. And I'm going to add my signature. Alright, I think that would be about it. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon. Hopefully I can get out some videos that would be more appealing to you. And that would be about it. So again, thank you.